At the stroke of midnight on my birthday, Elian Lennon called, his voice laced with a chilling resolve. Vernia Keller, it's your birthday. Let's die today and make your parents regret everything. They're the ones who refused to accept us being together, he added, his words cutting deep. Blinded by love and desperation, I couldn't resist him. I raced to his place, my heart pounding with a mix of fear and devotion. As we stood together, he began the countdown. On 3, I jumped, only to hear his laughter echoing behind me. Elian stayed where he was, his phone aimed at me, capturing the moment with cruel precision. Look at this fool, he sneered, his laughter hollow and cold. I told Vernia to jump, and she actually did. The next morning, my mother, her voice broken with grief, called him. She begged him to attend my funeral. Without a shred of remorse, he replied coldly, I'm busy. I'm getting my marriage certificate with my fiancé today. When I woke up in this new life, Elian was at my door, tears streaming down his face as he pleaded, die with you? Why would I waste my second chance on someone so pathetic? You're so poor. The only thing you've got left is your pride. Meanwhile, I have an inheritance worth billions waiting for me. Elian froze, disbelief etched across his face before rage twisted his features. Vernia, you witch! You never loved me. You're right. The love I had for you is long dead, but the desire to watch you burn? Oh, that's very much alive. Just then, the soft click of my home's password lock broke the tension. Elian barged in with his gang of low-life friends. I recognized them from before. This was his audience, the same ones who had cheered him on when he humiliated me in my last life. Vernia, if you truly loved me, you'd jump off a building right now, he spat, his voice trembling with anger. I turned and gestured at the sprawling villa behind me, its grandeur speaking volumes. And why should I? I laughed, a sound sharp enough to cut through his pride. Look at this estate, 2,000 square meters of luxury. I have $1 billion fortune to inherit. And you? What do you have, Elian? A heart? Even that's rotten. He stood there, stunned, as the mask he'd worn for years cracked and fell. His friends shifted uncomfortably, their laughter fading as they glanced nervously at one another. Elian's embarrassment hung heavy in the air, a sweet taste of the revenge I'd waited so long to savor. The jeers erupted like a swarm of hornets. Elian, didn't you brag that Vernia was like your obedient dog? That she'd jump at your every word? Seems like your leash snapped. In my previous life, I truly was blind. I worshipped him, poured more than 100 million into his ambitions, and obeyed his every whim, only for him to literally push me to the edge. His test of my loyalty ended with me plummeting from a rooftop while he laughed and recorded the spectacle. He didn't even mourn my death. The next day, he had a shotgun wedding and a new life. My parents had seen through him from the start. They'd begged me not to marry him, and for that, I cut them out of my life. They were right all along. Elian's jaw clenched as his fury boiled over. Grinding his teeth, he lunged at me. You filthy slut! You've humiliated me in front of everyone. Let's see how smug you are when I'm done with you. I spun to flee, but he grabbed a fistful of my hair, yanking me back like I was a rag doll. Pain shot through my scalp, but his smirk only deepened as he turned to his friends. Watch this. I'll teach her what it means to obey. I'll show you how to train a dog. I hadn't anticipated that refusing to die with him would provoke such madness. He had stormed into my villa with his pack of degenerate friends, ready to tear apart whatever shred of dignity I had left. At that moment, I cursed my own recklessness. Why hadn't I changed the password after my rebirth? How could I have been so careless? The villa was silent, its vast halls echoing with danger. I was alone. My parents, the ones who had always disapproved of Elian, had been right to warn me. But back then, I couldn't see their love. I had let Elian poison my mind.